Tonight, school's out, kids are on the loose.
Go in.
Adrift on the sand.
Don't leave it out there, mate. It's all right.
Tensions rise in the heat. And a young boy in deep trouble.
Seriously going under.
The reality here is that people do drown if you're not watching the water. I don't want that to ever happen to me or any of us in the team. You get your run-of-the-mill rescues down here, but every now and then you do one that's a real critical one.
Oh, essential to Blue Rhino, fourth ramp.
As quickly as you possibly can.
Looks like a little kid, he's just dropped off the bank into the hole. It's straight in, mate. Go get him now.
You're actually second-guessing whether you'll get to him in time. And when you leave the beach and hit the water, it just feels like everything slows down and you're watching people go down in front of you and you're just hoping that they can just keep themselves above water for an extra 5 seconds so you can get to them. That's all you're hoping for. If I did lose someone, I reckon I'd be affected for a long time. And I'd hate it to happen to me.
Blue Rhino at Central. Oh, that was so close.
He was out there for a long time by himself. Right. And it felt like forever for me to get to him. I haven't done many rescues like that with the young kids. They're just defenceless, you know, against the ocean. I just felt awful when I got to him. He was so much closer than people realise, I think.
At Bondi, danger is never far away. But the lure of Australia's most famous playground is irresistible. Sun's shining and school's out. Bondi is crawling with toddlers, nippers, grommets, wax heads and everything in between.
Hey, go in. Hey. Hello, everybody.
As the playground supervisors watch on, the next wave of surfers strut their stuff.
We got what you want, this is what you need. And that's true indeed. Can I get an oh yeah? Just as sure as we'll always be here.
But one young grommet hasn't even made it into the water. A shortcut across the rocks went very wrong.
Walking out and Sat came through and looked up at the surf and misplaced my foot. Pretty clumsy. Yeah, good.
Oh, a bit of a gash in your shin. Your knee.
There's worse, there's bleeding more. So.
One there too?
Oh,
That is the blood.
Yeah.
Is it all good?
Dr. Hopkins is fixing it, mate. He's just got a couple of good cuts just under his knee. Just going to patch him up.
There's little sympathy from Brother Oliver.
It's all like gooey. Well, that's funny ass.
Give us your name.
Hugo Pufflet.
What's it? Hugo Pufflet.
Yeah.
Bondi Central, you won't believe his quick name. Hugo Pufflet.
Hugo Pufflet. You're fair dinkum for geeing us up.
Dead serious.
Mr. Pufflet gets the news.
Thanks so much. So what's up?
Go out surfing. He just needs to get there. Need to go to the hospital? No, you'll be all right.
While Hugo is out of action, Oliver is itchy for some fun.
I want to go for a surf.
So can you just go in the normal way?
Yeah. I put my foot where there wasn't a rock, so I just got nailed.
A lot of blood.
One grommet down. but there's still 30,000 people to worry about. Sun, surf, testosterone. As temperatures rise, so can tempers.
There's a fight breaking out at the shop. When I was at shore, and there's a fight.
Bondi Lifeguards to Surfcom, come in. We're in contact with the police now.
A fight has been reported in the crowd at North Bondi.
But you're probably going to need to see more than 2 police.
Lifeguards focus on a group of agitated young men roaming the beach.
School holidays, it is a melting pot. You know, you get everyone from all over Sydney coming to Bondi, and you know, not everyone gets along. And it's just trying to contain the mayhem, really. Angry mob with angry haircuts.
There's a lot of people just hanging around, so I'm guessing something could break out pretty soon.
This guy here, eh? Yeah.
As police arrive, an informant points to the man in green shorts and claims he assaulted his brother.
Hey, look, in the tent.
The man gets changed and packs up as police approach.
Yeah, aqua shirt, that's him for sure. Cops have got him.
Don't play with Stu. They stay down the road.
What am I for? They assaulted me. How is that assault?
It appears a straightforward arrest, but the informant walking behind decides to take justice into his own hands. With tempers on edge, the dog squad arrives. Police now have 2 men in custody, the first suspect and now the man who accused him.
He wasn't real smart, this guy behind me. He's gone and blocked someone right in front of the police. And now everyone's here, dog squad, riot squad, whatever.
Then the blame game begins.
So you know him personally?
No, we don't know him personally. He's just tried to jump my younger brother a few times.
What's going on? This way. Why is he in here? Why is he in here? Why am I here? Yeah, all right. Why is he in here? Why am I up there?
A bit disappointing, really. It's a beautiful day to be down at the beach, and this has to happen, and it takes us away from, you know, our main job of making sure people are right in the water.
The first man was later released without charge. The man who accused him ended up being charged with assault himself.
Righto, swimmers. In this car, you'll get hit by a board for sure.
Lifeguards' attention turns back to where it belongs.
Just a friendly reminder, just everyone here, you're just outside of the flag. Work with us, everyone.
Customer service agent, eh? Oh, I love that shit. I'm on a flight attendant. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a cruise cross-check, armed dogs and cross-check. I must have your complete attention.
As crowds peak in the afternoon, an unusually high tide swamps the foreshore.
The high tide's actually making it difficult to travel up and down the beach, so we've got to spread ourselves out a little bit more and be really proactive this time of year. There's more rips than there is lifeguards on the beach.
I think she needs to be rescued there.
You want some help? Come here.
At the notorious Backpackers Rip, it's Whippet's 6th rescue in 30 minutes.
Come here. You swallow a bit of water? Can't swim forwards, but you're good at swimming backwards?
I'm not good at swimming at all.
Then what are you swimming in the rip for?
I didn't know it was for it.
That's what the yellow signs are there for.
The rip is like the ocean's way of getting all the water that comes in when the waves come in back out to sea. So the water will come in on the shallow parts, just the sandbanks, and then it'll form a deep trough and head back out to sea that way. Danger of a rip is it's a lot deeper than the sandbanks, so people panic as soon as their feet don't touch the ground anymore.
But some people just don't get the message.
Jump on here, buddy. Swimming in the rip. It's going to be peak hour all day.
On holiday from Texas, a rip was not on this man's itinerary.
You don't think about drowning until you're about to drown. So I have no doubt that if old boy with the surfboard wouldn't have came over, I probably would be drowning right now.
They sort of need a good fright so they don't go back in front of the dangerous current signs. But I'm sure they will. They'll be back in there before you know it.
But while Lifeguards' attention is on the rips, a boy struggles just outside the safety of the flags.
Hey, they're going quick, eh? Really struggling.
Whippet is 100 metres away, but the crowds make it near impossible to get to the rescue.
Really going under. Seriously going under.
The only solution is to run. Another swimmer struggles closer to shore. But Whippet decides to rescue the desperate boy further out.
To your left.
Bisho backs up to collect the first swimmer.
Here you go, buddy.
Two swimmers reach the boy and try to keep him afloat. As Whippet finally reaches him, he's barely conscious and may have taken in water.
You all right, Whip?
Bisho gets the boy's distressed uncle to shore.
Okay.
Is that your friend?
Oh, that's him. He's okay.
As the boy comes around, Whippet lets him catch his breath.
He only just got to him in time.
Buddy, okay?
I'm drowning.
It's okay.
Despite the danger of ingesting water into the lungs, the boy and his uncle refuse to be assessed.
He was shitting himself when I got there. I could feel his heart was just pounding out of his chest and out of breath. I think he sort of might have spewed a little bit out there, coughed up some water. And
then they both just shot off. And I wanted to do some sort of assessment on them. We didn't know how much water they'd taken in. My one was just panting and deep breaths, and I had to really, force him on the board. He was so out of breath, and I think Whip's was worse.
Drifting into danger can happen on the sand as well as in the water. Among tens of thousands of beachgoers, Hoppo finds a little boy adrift on the beach.
Bunny's lost his gear. Oh. So we're trying to find his gear.
Hey, mate, I saw you before. You should have said something before.
And now we're trying to find his mum.
We'll
trying to find his mum as well.
9-year-old Bob lives locally. His parents and belongings are nowhere to be found.
It's not going to leave without you. It's not going to leave without you, mate. It's all right. It's all right, mate.
Let's try your mum again, eh? Just give me the number and we'll have a go.
Thankfully, Bob remembers his mother's number.
Her phone switched off because she's asleep.
She's asleep? So you came down your own?
Yeah.
So your mum's at home?
service you're calling is switched off or not in coverage. Please try again later.
Switched off. We've sort of established now his mum's at home. He's a local kid. He's come down for a swim, left his gear amongst the crowd. Now can't find where he's left his gear. He's getting a bit upset about it. Tried ringing his mum, but the phone's switched off. We're sort of stuck with him for a while. He might become our little mascot for a little bit, and hopefully when the crowd goes a bit, we can find his gear.
It's too busy on the beach for the lifeguards to leave their posts. So Hoppo enlists an apprentice.
The rip's over there, isn't it?
The rip's over there. See how the rip's pulling across?
Is the rip scary?
Yeah, have you been caught in a rip? No? You know how to swim out of a rip though. Yeah? Yeah? You wouldn't get caught in a rip.
Has anybody got hit by a board today?
No, no one today. No gashes today.
On Monday?
Huh?
On Monday, any gasses?
Yeah, there's a few.
What did I rip there? Is that the ambulance?
One right across there. Right across his eye.
Did he cry?
No, he didn't cry.
Did he go to hospital?
He was tough. Went to hospital.
Meanwhile, a gash has been reported in the tower.
I hit my head on a rock.
Didn't knock yourself out or anything?
Nah.
Promising local footballer Kingy lost his footing and crash tackled a rock.
You're probably around about 4 or 5 stitches.
Does it hurt?
No. That hurt. Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Awesome. Kingy's more worried about his laundry than the gash.
Does blood come out of shirts?
Yeah, but I'm just washing out.
Does blood come out of shirts? White shirts?
Yeah.
Chill out, I
Takes a while
told
to
you.
get it out.
My mum should be more worried about the shirt than my head.
All right, let's go.
Back on the beach, Hoppo and his young apprentice face a considerable challenge. Bob's lost gear is somewhere among thousands of other towels and bags.
Wait, I'm looking for this kid's gear as well.
The parents or just his stuff?
How are you, Bob? Unbelievable, eh? Yeah, good work, Bob.
An Englishman here.
After going through thick and thin, the two amigos should be inseparable.
How we ended?
We'll go back to Maxi.
Back to Maxi. I've walked all around the beach for about an hour trying to help him, and as soon as he found his gear, he's brushed me and he goes, I'm going back to Maxi, so I'll give it away.
After finally getting through to his mum, young Bob disappeared into the crowd and made his way back home.
You guys, I got 12 missed calls.
Probably from his mum?
Yes, probably from his mum.
Do you think he might be in trouble?
Maybe, yes.
So at least he'll blame you because the only name he remembers is Maxi.
Yeah.
I don't know, he just kept saying your name. But you know what I reckon it was? Is he could probably communicate at the same level.
Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.